so many different ones. I've tried Storygraph, Fable, Bookmary, just like every app that comes out for books, I'd like to try it. And I always end up coming back to Goodreads.
Do you want to read more and feel good about what you're reading, but struggle with time and finding clean books? If so, you're in the right place. Hey, I'm Cassidy, a wife, mom, and a lifelong reader whose faith shapes what I read. I learned how to make time for books and choose ones that align with my values. If you're ready for clean books you don't have to second guess and simple reading tips that fit real life, cozy up and let's make reading fun again.
I want to invite you to my Cozy Escape Book Club. If you've ever thought, I have too many books, so little time, I want to read more, but I cannot find the time, or maybe you're getting distracted or wish you had somebody to talk books with, I hear you. Reading can feel really lonely sometimes, and when life gets busy, it's so easy for reading to become the thing that we keep pushing off until tomorrow. The Cozy Escape Book Club gives you a reason to come back to reading again and again. It's a cozy community of women who love books just as much as you do. We read together, chat, and make reading just feel so much fun again. Because reading isn't just about finishing more books, it's about finally making space for something that really fills your cup. Let's get into this episode. I'm going to be talking about Goodreads, and Goodreads is one of my favorite apps. I have tried so many different ones. I've tried Storygraph, Fable, Bookmary, just like every app that comes out for books, I'd like to try it. And I always end up coming back to Goodreads. So before I started using Goodreads consistently, I had books everywhere. I had books saved on my Kindle, on my Amazon wish list, written in random notebooks all over the place, just saved in so many different social media areas on Instagram and Facebook and all of it. It was a mess. And I discovered that while a book looked amazing, I tell myself I'd remember it later and then I'd forget it the next day. And that's when I finally realized, like, I really need to organize my books. And that decision fatigue, especially after becoming a parent, can be really exhausting, trying to pick what to read next. So if you're struggling with finding time to read, I really am so excited to talk to you about Goodreads and why it's so amazing and has really helped me be more consistent. I can keep placing my books in one place, see recommendations, organize my TBR, connect with other readers who like reading just like I do. And even though the app isn't the prettiest out there, I do have to say that, I still think it's one of the best tools just because it has every single book that you could possibly want on it. So I'm going to walk you through 7 reasons why I think Goodreads is worth joining, and hopefully by the end of this you will have signed up and joined me over there. So first thing is that Goodreads helps you discover new books you'll actually want to read. So let's be real, finding well-written, clean books can be really hard. There's just so many books published every year, it can feel so overwhelming. And if you've ever picked up a book only to realize halfway through, right, it's not what you expected, it's so frustrating. I totally get it. Goodreads gives you actually recommendations based on the books that you've already enjoyed. So you can follow authors who write clean and Christian books. You can follow readers who have similar tastes. And then Goodreads is going to pick up on that and give you suggestions that fit that kind of book style. And these recommendations just get better over time the more you use it. The next thing is that Goodreads really helps you stay organized and tracking your reading. And this is crucial, I think. And I think so many people miss out on this step. I've had people tell me like they have a hard time finding time to read, but sometimes the root problem is that you're just not organized. And I say that in the most nice way. Being organized with your reading really helps you actually keep on track and find more time to read because you're not wasting so much time trying to find the next book. And when your TBR is like all over the place, it's really easy to lose that momentum. So Goodreads gives you that one central location to track everything. You can do your books you've read, ones you're currently reading, the ones you want to read. You can set up a reading goal. You get to read reviews. It has everything you need. One of my favorite things to do on Goodreads is set my realistic annual reading goal. So I don't know if you've heard me talk about this before, but I am a big component of setting smart reading goals. And I love setting a big annual goal on Goodreads, but you have to be realistic. I would not make my goal 100 books if I read 10 books last year. Do you see what I'm saying? Like my goal this year, I think, is 120 books because last year I read 115. And I think 5 extra books is going to give me a good push. You can also create custom shelves for different genres, which I have a whole training and talk about Goodreads and how to set it up. I am working on getting that posted up into my website. So hang on, I'm going to be putting that out there, and it's so good. It just makes your reading so much better when you use custom shelves or tags, depending on what app you're using. You need to add your books to your want to read list immediately. You have this want to read shelf on Goodreads, and when you find something on Instagram, on Facebook, a friend tells you, I want you to whip out your phone right then and there and put it in, because if you write it down somewhere else, you'll just forget. You need to do it right away, and it takes like 2 seconds. seconds and you'll get quick at it. You can also use the reviews on Goodreads so you'll help remember like what you loved about that book. Maybe one of your reading goals was to get onto Bookstagram or share your reviews on Facebook groups or anything like that. Putting them into Goodreads kind of collects all the information for you so it's easy to share later. The next reason why I think Goodreads is amazing is because it connects you to the bookish community. Reading can feel like a very lonely hobby. It's so exciting to be able to share your love of a book with someone who understands. So when you find a 5-star book and you want to talk about it, you can see other readers who have read that same book and rated it 5 stars. When you hit a reading slump, you want recommendations, or you're just wondering if a book is worth your time, using reviews on Goodreads is super fun, and the community just makes it really cool. I also love that Goodreads is very indie author friendly. So I read a lot of indie books, not just traditionally published books. So when I use other book apps, I'm constantly having to add in books into their system, which just takes up so much time. It's annoying. I just don't want to do it. Goodreads, I never run into that problem because it's still the industry gold standard for reviewers and authors. So it just makes it feel a lot easier when you're adding in the books and when you don't have to go hunting for ISBN numbers and all of that stuff. You can just pop right into Goodreads, find the book instantly, and add it to your list. If you've been wondering whether Goodreads is worth trying, my answer is a big yes. It's free, it's easy to use, it solves several problems readers face every day, which is discovering new books. You can track your reading, stay organized, connect with other readers, read reviews, which is my favorite, participate in different rewards, they have giveaways, and you can just build a more enjoyable reading life. And honestly, anything that helps reduce decision fatigue and makes reading more fun is a huge win in my book.
Hey friend, if you loved today's episode, take 30 seconds to join our free Facebook community of over 30,000 women at fruitfulreader.com/group and connect with readers who just want to read more without worrying about what they'll run into. And if you haven't yet, leave a quick review on Apple Podcasts. It truly helps other readers find the show. Now go pick something off that TBR or add 3 more. I won't judge. I'll see you next week. Happy reading.